Picture this. You're sitting on your porch, the grandkids tumbling in the yard, and one of them, your little sunshine, runs up, stops short and blurts, "Grandpa, why do you smell funny?" That single sentence hits like a freight train. For 70-year-old Harold Jenkins, it did. He'd scrubbed his hands raw, worn his best shirt, yet his granddaughter's words sliced through decades of pride, leaving him stunned. She didn't climb into his lap that day, just wrinkled her nose and darted back to play. That night, Harold sat in his recliner, staring at the wall, wondering where he'd gone wrong. "Hello, I'm Clara Evans, a 68-year-old retired nurse who's cared for thousands of seniors over 40 years. Today, I'm spilling a truth most folks won't dare say to your face. 99% of people over 60 carry an unpleasant odor they don't even notice. But everyone around them does. Have you felt it? The empty seat next to you on the bus, the grandkids dodging your hugs, your son cracking the window when you walk in? It's the smell of age, and it's not your fault. But here's the kicker. You don't have to live with it. Stick with me to the end, because I'm not just pointing out the problem. I'm handing you a fix so simple, it'll shock you. Wash one spot right, and you'll cut that smell by 90%. Science backs it, my patients swear by it, and I've seen it work wonders. Before we dive in, if this hits home, tap that like button. It helps me reach more seniors who need this wisdom. Not subscribed? Hit that button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. If you're nodding along, drop number 1 in the comments. If it's not clicking yet, leave a number 0. I'll tweak it for you. Ready? Let's peel back the layers of this hidden truth and turn hurt into hope. Ever walked into a room and caught a whiff of something off, but no one else blinks? That's you right now to everyone else. After nursing home shifts and family chats, I've seen it play out too many times. Take Ellen Carter, 72. She'd shower twice a day, spritz on rose water. Yet her daughter-in-law kept airing out the kitchen after every visit. Ellen laughed it off until her grandson tugged her sleeve one Christmas and whispered, "Nana, you smell old." She froze, smile fading, and later confessed to me, "Clara, I cried myself to sleep. I didn't know." Here's the brutal truth. 99% of us over 60 don't catch our own scent. Our noses dull with age, olfactory nerves weaken, and what's sharp to a kid's nose is a ghost to ours. Sadder still, families hush it up, too polite or too awkward to say a word. So we drift on, oblivious, while the gap widens, empty laps, quick hugs, quiet hurt. Science says it's not your imagination. As we age, our bodies shift gears, sweat dwindles, skin oil turns funky, saliva dries up. It's not dirt or laziness, it's biology rewriting the rules. But don't despair, knowing's half the fight. Ellen didn't. She sat with me, eyes wet, and asked, "Can I fix it?" I grinned. "You bet. Watch this whole video and you'll see how." It's not about fancy soaps or masking sprays. It's about hitting the root. Stay tuned, because the fix is simpler than you'd dream. Let's crack the why before the how. Ever wonder why kids smell like sunshine and we seniors get that musty whiff? It's not just less bathing, but 3 big shifts cook it up. First, sweat slows. In your 20s, you'd sweat a quart a day, nature's broom, sweeping toxins out through your pores. Past 60, it's half that, sometimes less. Less sweat sounds great, until you realize those toxins pile up on your skin like dust in an attic, feeding bacteria that churn out a stink you don't clock. My patient Roy, 74, puzzled over this. "Clara, I barely sweat now. Why's my shirt funky?" I told him, less sweat, more gunk stuck behind. Second, your skin oil, sebum, morphs. Young sebum's light, neutral. Old sebum, it picks up a passenger called non-enol, an oxidized fatty acid that spikes after 50, peaking at 70. It's the signature of old person smell, a faint, grassy, musty note science pinned down decades ago. I sniffed it myself on shifts, Subtle but there, like damp hay in a closet. Third, your mouth dries. Saliva drops over 50% past 60, leaving bacteria to party in a parched cave. Bad breath tags along. And it's not just garlic, Linda, 67, told me. I talk, and my grandson steps back. My mouth's like sandpaper. That's the trio: less sweat, funky sebum, dry mouth. Brewing a scent you can't dodge with a quick rinse. You've caught it, haven't you? That faint whiff as you lift your arm, a shadow of something off that makes you pause. So you reach for the fix, cologne spritzing over your shirt, deodorant swiped thick under your pits, maybe a mint popped quick to chase it away. It's what we've done forever, layering new scents over the old like frosting on a stale cake, thinking it'll smooth everything out. Smells fine to you, right? But here's the sting no one's brave enough to say. Masking doesn't cut it. Not for us seniors, not for that sneaky smell of age creeping out despite our best tricks. It's a mistake I've seen unravel lives, folks dousing themselves in hope, only to watch windows crack wider, grandkids edge away faster, and hurt settle deeper. Take Frank, 81, a wiry guy with a grin that used to light rooms. He'd splash on aftershave, pricey stuff, sharp with cedar, every morning like armor. Clara, I smell like a rose garden, he'd boast, chest puffed. But his son still flung the window wide every visit, a silent jab Frank pretended not to notice. Hurts more than I let on, he finally mumbled to me, eyes dimming. I had to be real. Frank, you're mixing old man whiff with flowers. It's worse. He slumped, hands fidgeting. Cologne didn't bury the smell. It clashed, turning musty into a muddled mess that screamed louder. His son's friends smirked once. What's that smell? And Frank shrank, avoiding their next barbecue. It's not just Frank. My neighbor Ruth, 73, loved her lavender spray. Clouds of it, a purple haze around her. Keeps me fresh, she'd wink. Her daughter-in-law kept the fan whirring, polite but pointed. Ruth caught me one day, voice tight. Clara, why is she airing me out? I sighed. Lavender's fighting the smell, not fixing it. She'd layered it thick, thinking it'd mask the musty edge, but it fused into something sharp, alien. Her grandkids dodged her rocking chair, and Ruth's laugh grew rare. Or take my old patient Ed, 69. He'd roll on deodorant like paint, citrus stinging the air. Good enough, he'd shrug. His wife cracked windows anyway, and Ed's pride took the hit. Thought I had it beat. Why's it fail? That senior smell, nonino, sweat gunk, mouth whiff, digs in deep. Sprays sit on tide, a flimsy veil over a stubborn root. Mix them and you've got chaos, floral must, citrus rot, not a cover but a clash. I learned it myself at 65, spritzing perfume for a family picnic, feeling grand till my niece winced. Aunt Clara, it's strong. Mortified, I sniffed my sleeve, sweet gone sour. Masking's a trap, cost you cash, confidence, closeness. Ruth's lavender haze didn't bring her grandkids back. Frank's cedar shield didn't stop the whispers. Ed's citrus armor, just more cracks in the wall. The real fix isn't a bottle, it's simpler, sharper, waiting in your next shower. Dig deeper than the surface, hit the root where that smell brews. I told Frank, ditch the spray, wash one spot right. 2 weeks later, he grinned. Son sat with me, no window games. Ruth swapped spritz for soap. They're rocking with me now. Ed dropped the roll-on. Wife's not fleeing. It's not about hiding, it's about clearing the air, literally. Stay with me. Next, I'll show you the spot that turns hurt into hugs. You don't need a mask, you need a map. Let's find it together. Here's the gold you've been waiting for. The secret that flips the script on that senior smell. 90% of it hides in one sneaky spot, and washing it right wins you back the closeness you've missed. It's not your whole body sweating it out age. It's your skin folds, Those tucked away caves where stink brews like mold in a damp basement, neck creases, armpits, underbreast, groin, behind knees. These quiet corners trap sweat, sebum, bacteria, cooking a whiff that slips out and clears rooms. Scrub them proper, just 3 minutes with warm water and a soft touch, and you'll stun your family silent. Grandkids curling close instead of wrinkling noses. It's not magic, it's where the fight's won. Susan, 69, stumbled into my world crushed. Clara, my granddaughter, won't cuddle anymore. She'd shower daily, soap gliding over her arms but skipped the folds. Too rushed, too overlooked. I pointed her to the culprits. Warm water, soft cloth, hit the neck and pits hard. 2 weeks later, she burst in, glowing. She's back in my lap, giggling like old times. Her eyes shone, relief, not just soap, had washed her clean. Then there's my Uncle Joe, 76, a gruff soul who'd scoff, fuss for what? His quick rinses left his neck untouched, shirts carrying a whiff that emptied chairs. I handed him a loofah. Scrub behind your ears, under your arms, 5 minutes. A month on, his daughter hugged him tight. Dad, you smell like you again. Joe's grunt softened. Guess it works. Betty, 65, had her own tale. Didn't think groin folds mattered, she shrugged, until her grandson dodged her at Thanksgiving, nose scrunched. She'd breeze through showers, missing those sweaty creases. Try this, I urged. Warm water, mild soap, a good scrub. By Christmas, he nestled close, pie in hand. Nana, you're cozy now. Her voice cracked, tears brimming. Clara, I'd lost that. Even my friend Carl, 80, fought it, armpits ignored, smell wafting. Too old for this, he'd mutter. 1 week of scrubbing and his son's pals lingered. No stink, Pop. Carl's chest puffed. Worth it. Why folds? Science says they're stink's headquarters. Sweat pools there, less now but stickier, mixing with non-anal-rich sebum, a feast for bacteria. Next, the kingpin, back inside sweat sneaky, trapping gunk under collars. Armpits brew heat and oil. Groin and knees hoard damp like secret vaults. Miss them and showers are half done. Smell sneaks out, bold as brass. I learned it myself, 65. Post-picnic, shame, I sniffed my neck crease. Faint, musty. There it was. 3 minutes scrubbing, and my niece hugged me next time. You're good, Aunt Clara. How? Warm water, 100 degrees, not a scald, opens pores gentle, not cracking your skin's shield. Mild soap, no perfumed bombs, they dry you out. Cuts the gunk without war. Soft cloth or loofah, circle slow, no gouging. Think care, not punishment. Neck first, back, sides, ears too, then pits, groin, knees. Dry them crisp, damps a bacteria invite. Moisturize after. Dry skin flakes, festers, fights back. Susan's giggles, Joe's hugs, Betty's pie, they didn't buy miracles. They scrubbed smart. Me, I hit my folds daily now. Confidence creeps in where doubt once squatted. It's not work, it's a win, a key to unlock what hurt stole. Carl's pals stayed, Betty's table filled. 3 minutes and you'll feel it. Family easing closer, no windows cracked, no noses pinched. Stay here, these spots aren't just skin, they're bridges back to joy. Next, we'll seal it with habits that last. You're not masking, you're mastering. Let's keep it rolling. Washing's the star, but a few tricks lock it in. Drink warm water, 6 glasses daily, starting at dawn. It's your body's broom, flushing toxins sweat can't. Margaret, 73, scoffed. Water? That's it? A month of morning glasses, and her grandson said, Nana, you smell nice. Walk in the sun, 20 minutes, mild hours before 10 a.m. on him, or after 4 p.m. Sun zaps skin bacteria. A light sweat pushes gunk out. Fred, 70, limped at first. Legs ache, Clara. 10 minutes grew to 20. He huffed. Grandkids don't shy away now. Eat antioxidants, tomatoes, apples, garlic. They fight oxidation, nananols, fuel. Paul, 78, munched an apple daily. 2 months and my granddaughter snuggles close. Watery veggies, cucumber, pears, flush more. Nancy, 68, blended them. 3 months, no whispers behind my back. Brush and scrape your tongue, saliva's down, bacteria's up. Linda, 67, gagged at first. Now my breath's fresh and I talk free. Cut coffee and booze. They dry you out, spiking smell. George, 71, swapped whiskey for tea. 1 month and my son lingers. Fiber, brown rice, oats, keeps waste moving, not festering. Margaret, 77, tried oats. Constipation's gone, smell too. Clothes matter. Swap daily, cotton underwear breathes. Robert, 72, wore shirts 3 days. Daily now, smells down. Wash sheets weekly, sweat soaks in. Linda, 75, switched. Rooms odor-free. Air rooms twice, 10 minutes morning and night. Fred, 71, grumbled. Cold air. Now he smiles. Daughter-in-law's not fleeing. Small tweaks, big wins. Let's linger on folks who turned it around. Meet Doris, 66, a widow who'd shuffle into my clinic, head low. My grandson won't visit, Clara. Says I smell like the attic. Her shower skipped folds. Her diet leaned on coffee. I gave her the rundown. Scrub neck and pits, sip warm water, trade coffee for tea. 3 weeks later, she burst in. He stayed an hour yesterday, hugged me tight. Her eyes sparkled. Pride, not shame, filled her now. Then there's Carl, 80, a gruff ex-trucker. My son's friends laugh behind my back. Old guys stink. He'd douse cologne, no dice. I pointed to his groin folds. Scrub there, walk 20 minutes. A month on, he chuckled. Son brought pals over, no Snickers. Carl's swagger returned, shoulders back, voice bold. Or Ellen again. She'd lost hope after Christmas. Folds scrubbed, apples munched, sheets swapped. By Easter, her grandson curled up for stories. Clara, I'm whole again, she whispered, tears falling free. Me? I caught my own whiff at 65, my niece winced at a picnic. Mortified, I scrubbed my neck, ditched coffee, aired my house, 2 weeks, and she hugged me. Aunt Clara, you're back. It's not just smell, it's reclaiming connection, dignity, the little joys we thought slipped away. Here's the haul. 99% of us seniors carry a smell we don't catch, but one spot scrubbed right flips the script. Don't mask it. Wash those folds. Neck, pits, groin. Sip water. Walk in sun. Eat smart. Clean your mouth. Swap clothes. Air it out. It's not blame. It's biology. And you've got the fix. What's one trick you'll hatch today? A neck scrub, a tomato bite, an open window? Drop it below. I'm dying to hear. Like, share, subscribe if this lit your spark. Ring that bell for more. These aren't just tips, they're keys to unlock what age tried to steal. Doris hugs her grandson, Carl laughs with pals, Ellen reads bedtime tales. I've seen it, lived it. Last week, Harold from our start called, Clara, she's on my lap and giggling. That's the win. Not just fresh skin, but fresh bonds. Start now, scrub that spot, sip that water, feel the shift. It's your story, your strength, hatching joy from the shadows. Cook life right, and it'll carry you far. Grandkids close, heart full. See you next time, friends.